Good morning guys, what is going on, and welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be working on the RX7 again. If you haven't seen our previous videos on the RX7, be sure to check them out. You're going to love them. It's of us picking up our dream car. It's a 1992 FD RX7 in red, which is my all-time favorite, and here she is in all her glory. Right there. So be sure to check those couple of videos out to be updated on our RX7 build. And here we have the Supra behind us too. Still can't believe we have these two JDM legends in our garage. Oh, it's very hard to even think about, but it's here. So let me just recap you guys a bit. The last episode, we drained all the fluids out of the car, engine oils, gearbox oils, diff oils, and because this car has been sitting, and what we found out in the last video was now the car won't start. Now me not even thinking, every time someone does a service on a rotary, they change the spark plugs. So that's what I'm going to be doing now. I've purchased myself a set of spark plugs, NGK BUR93Qs, and apparently this is what goes in the RX7s. Look, I am new to the rotary world, so this is all new to me. If you give me a 2JZ, I'll build it for you from scratch, but here we've got something different. So what we're going to be doing today is we're going to be lifting the car up on the quick jacks, which you saw us use last video, which is an awesome way to lift your car up. And we're going to be changing these spark plugs out. Fingers crossed it does start, because I was told before I bought this car the engine had been rebuilt. Alright, it's been 10 years since it's been rebuilt, but it has been rebuilt, so I don't know, fingers crossed it's all a luck game from here. So let's jack the car up, we'll change the spark plugs out, and we'll see if it starts. Now the car's up on the quick jacks again. Let's get underneath there and let's change these spark plugs out, and hopefully she starts. Now the spark plugs should be somewhere deep down in there, but they're so much easier to do from underneath. So I'm just going to go underneath. I'm going to change all four of them out, leading and the trailing. Guys, I just thought I'd show you a little bit. Underneath the car before we start doing the spark plugs. As you can see here, someone's actually upgraded the radiator. There's a big alloy rad in there, which is awesome. Spark plugs are up in there, absolutely full of spider webs. So we're gonna have to clean that out before we start doing the spark plugs. And as I turn to my right to get back out of the car, wow. So I definitely need to do some more spraying up in there. Okay guys, so here we've got the leading and the trailing of the rear rotor, and straight away you can tell that they're two different spark plugs. Now I know they have a leading and a trailing, but I'm pretty sure for the RX7 Series 6 to Series 8 engines, the leading and the trailing are both the same spark plug, as you can see here. Pretty much here's the exact same spark plug that I have here, with the top like that, and this one is a completely different plug. So I don't know why this plug was put in there to begin with. It's the only one that's on there that looks like this. The rest of them are the same as this plug, but I'll take the other two off and we'll double check, and that's just from what I saw with my eyes. And these things absolutely reek of fuel, so the car was definitely flooded, and that's why it wasn't starting. So let's change these out and let's get the car started. Spark plugs have just been changed, and let me show you guys a close-up of the plugs that were in the car. These three are the same, but this one's totally different plug. Now I don't know why this was a different plug. It was actually even a different size. So that compared to that, that's a 21mm and that's a 16mm. So the lead that was plugged into this spark plug was actually loose and off. So maybe that's the misfire we were getting, and it just got worse and worse and worse and filled up the plug completely. The plugs are literally soaked in fuel. Alright, so let's try give the car a first crank. If it cranks, we're dropping it down and we're going for a drive, guys. Come on, come on, come on. First go. Yes. Yes. First go. Let's go. And she's sounding mint. I'm absolutely wrapped right now. She's sounding better than she did before 1,000 times. A little warm up. I'll bolt up these new registration plates we've got for her. Drop it down off the quick jacks and let's take her for her first official drive. Let's go! Taking the RX7 on its first drive. Yes, sir. With its new conditional plates. Here you have it, guys. The FD's running on its own power. Nick's just topping up all the tyre pressures, and the tyres are pretty much toast, so we're going to get all 4 of them replaced. They pretty much need it ASAP, but for the sake of taking this car for its first drive, we're going to take it now, and then we'll sort the tyres out at a later date, maybe next week sometime. Let's go. Alright guys, officially taking the FD on its first drive. Let's go. Let's go. Oh, I've been waiting for this for so long. We've had the FD now for 1 month and I haven't taken it out of the garage ever since because I just a few things I wanted to touch up on. So the button up. Let's go. Let's go. That's first. Very smooth. That's in second. Oh, that's in third. Just driving so flawlessly. Literally started first go once I changed the spark lights. Driving amazing. Guys, for a 1992 car, 1992 right? Yeah, 1992. Yeah. For a 1992 car, this thing is driving beautifully, and a lot of people say that they'd much prefer taking a car like this around the track than taking any other higher end exotic car. So it's such a beautiful car to drive, such a raw car to drive on the road, and I think Andrew's just taking it in basically for this first drive. And look at that. Look at the steering wheel. The steering wheel's not even centered. Yeah, that needs to be aligned. It's something we've got to address. We've just got to do a few knickknacks here and there. Got to fix that. Got to fix the suspension. Got to change the tyres. We've just got a few things looking over. But for the meantime, the car's running. It's driving. It's shifting gears. It's revving. Look at that. You can plant it if you want it. There's no weird noises coming from the suspension. It's planted. I can't believe it. It's just a different feeling being in a 90s JDM car and just cruising the streets, I think universally everyone on the street knows, you know, what an RX7 is, or what a Supra is, or what a Skyline is, and I think it's pretty universally appreciated on the street. And here we go, Andrew enjoying his car. I just can't believe I'm driving an FD RX7. I still can't believe it. And to say that it's mine. Beyond words. See, I'm even stuck for words. Andrew's been dreaming about having this exact car and this exact colour for a very long time, and to finally be able to rev match and down gear and shift gears in it, you know, just really a dream come true. So we are very, very excited to take you guys on this journey with us of building this car from the ground up and making it, you know, that dream iconic 90s JDM legend that it deserves to be. So coming along on the journey with us, guys. Basically gonna do this car up to the exact way that I want it done. Yeah. So it's never previously been modified. The guy that we bought it off originally purchased this car just to get his racing license in it. So that's the only reason he bought it for, and then he sat for 10 years. So after that, he set up the coilovers, put an exhaust on it. Maybe the exhaust was from Japan, who knows. And that's it, the car is pretty much stock. And we really want to thank you guys, because, you know, without the support of everything we get on the channel, this wouldn't have happened. And we're so excited to you know, progress without with the subscribers build. And without you guys keen to see all these videos, this would not have happened. Yeah. I would have never ever thought in my life I'd be buying an FD, making my own videos on it, doing it up the way I want, and showing you guys. Just crazy. And it's only up from here, guys, so stay tuned. Alright guys, so we're going to park up the FD for now. We're going to let it sit in the garage for a bit. We've got a few more things that we have to fix. We're going to change the tyres like I said previously. So we're going to take videos obviously doing that. And now we're going to wash the BRZ because it's been sitting outside and the FD's taken its spot in the garage. I don't even know if I've shown you guys the interior at all, but we'll leave that for another video. It's gonna need a bit of work, to say that much. That's it. Gonna need a good clean. Well, we don't know what creatures have been living in here. Very good clean. Or what excretions, bodily excretions are around all the interior parts. Alright guys, so thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to give it a thumbs up. If you like what you see, be sure to hit that subscribe button and stay tuned for more content, guys.